Hi everybody, this is Intuitive Edge. Welcome once again to my channel. Thanks for joining me. So this is where we take an intuitive look at what's going on in our world. So another topic I'd like to touch in on and take an intuitive look is Venezuela and the United States and the current escalation of conflicts between the two nations. What is happening there? I did a tune-in with this, and I got some kind of interesting information coming in, and I wanted to ask because there's been a lot of speculation. There have been several ships that allegedly have been carrying narcotics that have been blown out of the water by the United States. There's also been some allegations that there are issues with election interference, possibly rigged machines of some kind, voting machines. And so what is really going on? Is there something deeper? Is the cover story with the narcotics really what's happening? What's going to be taking place with Maduro? So this got really weird. So I'm just going to go through my notes because I have a lot to cover. And this was really, really strange. I tried to pull in the narcotics and the voting machine thing, and honestly, I couldn't really, there wasn't a lot of energy on those two topics per se. The main thing I kept getting was oil, that this was 100% or maybe high 90% about the oil. Now, I've been hearing in the news that the oil in Venezuela is not that good a quality. This is the stories we've been hearing. It's not that good a quality. It has to be like triple or quadruple refined. So it's going to take a lot more effort to try to get, so it's not that good, and blah, blah, blah. And that's not what I'm getting intuitively. When I looked into this and I just did a meditation, I opened up, all I get is this is about the oil, and it is good as gold oil. Now, whether it has to be refined a bunch of times, maybe that's the truth, but the quality is good, if not excellent. And that this is all about the oil. That's what I kept getting. It's all about the oil. Okay. I kind of felt, okay, I'm just going to jump into my notes. It's kind of all over the place, so we'll just, hopefully you'll be able to follow along with me as I jump around here. I kind of got the feeling that Maduro is going to end up in someplace like Belize, that he'll be exiled, he'll be forced to leave, or maybe he'll want to leave someplace safe, but he'll end up, I think he'll live, but he'll end up in someplace like Belize. Could be Bermuda. I was getting a B, but when I looked in my mind's eye, I felt like I was kind of in Belize area. Okay. I also get that Russia is very interested in what the United States is doing with Venezuela. I get that they're looking to cash in on something also with this. So they may be in negotiations along with whatever's happening there. I do get the United States heavily interested in the oil. And also maybe Japan. I'm not sure where. I was pulling up to, I was seeing Japan and then Kamchatka and then Russia. So kind of that area is very interested, but possibly both Russia and Japan. I did get Maduro giving up, kind of throwing his hands up like, okay, all right. And get something about this could affect the stock market in maybe certain crude oil stocks, that there is some type of wanting to cash in or get ahead of fluctuations in the stock market. This is a big, big, big story. I get that there is a lot to this, and it's a lot bigger than maybe it's being talked about in the news. This is huge. This is a big, big story. I was getting something about an oil tanker and exports. So again, the oil reference kept coming back up. And it almost felt like, and this is a harsh word to use, but it also almost felt like extortion. Like we're holding you hostage over some other thing, but we really want your oil. That's what that's about. I did talk about the cover story about the crude not being very good. No, that's not true at all. It's excellent quality. And I felt like the cover story is being said to make it appear as though the United States has no real interest in the crude oil, and that they're trying to deflect. Maybe these other stories about the narcotics or the voting machines or something is to get interest in another topic and off of the United States being invested in the oil. Okay. I tried, and I specifically tried to pull in the narcotics, the drug running, the voting machines, and I just kept getting pulled back to oil. Okay, let me see what else did I do. So when I originally pulled into this, and I don't know where this one goes, so I don't even know if I should bring this up, but I will. I was trying to tune in down there because there have been so many ships that have been destroyed. A few, I shouldn't say a lot. There have been a few. And what I was feeling, I was hearing a conversation between like a ship's captain and maybe like some of the crew. I felt like there was an argument going on. And the captain is like, we want to sail forward. And like the crew members are like, no, we need to turn back. We're as good as dead if we move forward. And then I hear, well, we're going to die either way, whether we move forward or we go back. Maybe if we go forward, they'll listen to us, but no, that's nonsense. And then the crew is to the captain, you're taking our lives in your hands. So I don't know if I was picking up on a conversation, a residual conversation that happened maybe on one of those ships that met an unfortunate end. Is that what I was picking up on? Or was I picking up on a current ship? Were they trying to move cargo or narcotics or something? And was that, but I felt like the captain is like, no, we have to move forward because we need to get wherever the destination was, and someone there will listen to us. They'll hear us out, and they'll know what's really going on. So again, this was like really kind of twisted to try to pull into this. And what was this about? I did pull some cards, and this is the main issue coming up. The Page of Swords. This is a card of rumor, gossip, having to be careful with the truth, and it can be a little tricky to kind of get to the bottom of the truth. And it's crossed by this Four of Pentacles, and this is a card of holding on to what's yours and wanting to hold on to what's yours. It's possessive, it's territorial, and this is all about who gets to have the oil, who wants the oil, and what kind of deals are being made. I did get that there's really a lot of strategic deals being made and negotiations ongoing. And there could be other things going on. Like I said, it could be with the machines or the drugs and all of that. But that's not the goal, to end drug running. That's not the goal. The goal is assets, oil. Queen of Pentacles up top. I mean, she lives in luxury. She wants what she wants. We've got the struggle card leading up into this. And we have the King of Cups in the background. The King moving through this situation with the Page of Swords and that Four of Pentacles wanting to hang on to what's yours. And this is the future, the Four of Wands. This is a really happy card. Now, that card is facing right into the environment around, which is the Death card. So this is a card of huge change and transformation. This is, I feel like to use a funny metaphor, that the United States has Maduro over a barrel, probably a barrel of oil, but they've got him over a barrel. They've got him where they want him, and he's going to capitulate. And that's just all there is to it. The chariot is on what's happening now. This is like, we're moving in, we're taking over, taking charge, taking control, heading right into that death card, which is change, transformation. And then this card made me laugh when I saw it because of the artwork. This is the outcome card. This is the Hanged Man. This is the card of having to give something up. It's usually about self-sacrifice. But the artwork made me laugh because this acrobat, if you will, is hanging upside down and all of his money is falling out of his pockets. And it's like, this is what's happening. It's like they're being fleeced, extorted. And I know those are harsh words. There's probably a gentler, kinder way to speak about it. Maybe there's just high stakes negotiations going on, and the United States is playing hardball with them, and they're trying to make things in the United States' favor. But somehow Russia is trying to capitalize on it as well. I don't think Russia's an innocent party with this. They're watching what the United States is doing. So I tried to pull into those other stories that are hooked into this, the narcotics and the voting machines, and I couldn't really pull them. Everything is about the oil. That's all I got for this, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate you tuning in. We will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.